Hi, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. Lose 120 pounds with me. Um, Kind of recapping on the last year, just because it's that time of season. It's December. There's less than, a month left in 2025. Um, I would say this year has definitely been the year of healing. Um, I have let go of so much like baggage and like unhealthy ways, like thought patterns, the way I treat myself. This year seems like it's been all about growth, self care, um, letting go of expectations that don't serve me anymore. Um, One of those being that yes, this channel is called Lose 120 Pounds with Me, but that doesn't mean that my thoughts around that specific goal haven't changed. Um, a big part of that was I wanted to get back to where I was pre mental health disability. I was, 19 years old, 18 years old. The last time I remember being totally without any worries with my mental health. And I was 20 years old when I first had my first real mental health episode with my bipolar disorder. And since then, my life has changed. And I'm on a medication that makes me put weight on very easily, and makes it very difficult to actually lose weight as well. So, when I think about losing 120 pounds, that would take years of hard work, dedication, um, a lot of like compromising things that I love and enjoy that normally I would be able to have and not worry about, but because of the meds that I'm on, like I have to think twice about adding peanut butter to my granola or whatever. I don't even eat peanut butter, but I'll think of an example. Like for example, if I were to um have a sandwich for lunch, I would, instead of enjoying like a full size sandwich, which isn't that big if you're using normal bread, like normal bread slices aren't that large. So a whole sandwich is probably like what, 230 calories? Cut that in half and that's like normal for like me compared to somebody else. Um my doctors told me it's twice as easy for me to gain weight and 3 times as difficult to get it off. So around the holidays, like this time of year, um, I think I put on like 5 pounds this year already, just around Thanksgiving. But there was a lot of eating and a lot of food, and definitely a lot of sweets that I really like to enjoy. And just because of my size doesn't mean that I'm not going to enjoy those things, because I'm still a very wonderful person and I am healthy. All of my lab work always comes back really nicely, and I'm active. I exercise almost, 2 or 3 times a week. I'm doing some sort of like physical activity outside of what I do during the day. So, like allotted time for exercise, I do yoga, I do at home workouts. Usually with like MadFit. She's one that I really enjoy doing workouts with. And then I'm just generally pretty active. Yes, I sleep until 9 or 10 o'clock every morning. But as soon as the day starts, I'm up, going up and downstairs, doing laundry, taking the dog in and out every day, several times a day, spending time with the dog, playing and doing things around the house, cooking, cleaning. Yes, I'm a stay-at-home wife, but it doesn't mean that I just sit around doing nothing. Like right now, I have a moment where I just went outside and went and played outside with our dog in the snow. I did order some groceries because my husband has the car at work, so I DoorDash some groceries. And on top of that, like, it's just, I've had a busy day already, so I sat down to read my book. I'm reading Harry Potter and enjoy a nice cup of tea. And I figured that I would sit on here and make a quick video because I haven't done that in such a long time. And I think it's really important to still have specified like me time. Even though I am home alone most days while my husband's at work. And then as soon as he's at home, like, I dedicate my life to making him happy because I want to be a good wife to him. And I think it's very important to have some sort of servitude to your significant other. And he does the same for me, if we're being honest. Like, he does so much to make me happy and make me enjoy my life so much more than I would if I did not have him in it. So I think that the roles that we play in each other's lives are very important to each other and very, I wouldn't say, I do depend on him in many ways, financially mostly, is the big one, but like in ways that like I can't even describe to you within our relationship. And so when I say that I have time just for me, even on days like today when I have all day to myself, I still want to sit down and have a cup of tea, maybe take like an hour-long nap. Yes, I have it very easy. I know I do. And I know a lot of people would say, like, why are you overweight if you have all this time on your hands? Like I said, there are some health issues that I have that kind of led to this being where I am right now. I originally put weight on after college when I was hospitalized for a period of time due to my mental health. And I was just not in a safe space to be alone in my apartment, but then literally I met my husband like 9 months later, and we've been so happy ever since. I have not had a single mental health episode since 2017. And I'm really proud of that. But I still have goals for next year, starting kind of early this year. Number one, eating healthy all the time. And that means including sweet treats. That means including junk food once in a while. But if I'm eating healthy, that for the most part means I'm taking care of my body through nutrition. I did have a minor in college with nutrition, and when I first started going to school in 2009, I also was majoring in nutrition. So I've always had an interest. I do follow, not as much as I used to. I should get back into it, honestly. I really would like to start following more nutritional journals and things like that online. So if you have any suggestions, please let me know. What would be good. Gabby's chewing her bone on the floor over there. She is such a goober. But basically, I just wanted to hop on here and say, everybody you see, you can't just assume because of how they look what they're doing or what they're not doing in their lives, because I have a very easy but busy schedule and I do everything at home. I don't necessarily make an income, but I have a job. And that job is to care for our house, my husband, and our pets. And that's it basically. Don't judge a book by its cover, and you might learn to really love what's inside. So anyways, I hope you guys all have a happy holiday and Merry Christmas. Hope you all had a good Thanksgiving and spending time with family and loved ones. And if you're not, I hope you do someday. I love you all. Have a good day.